Step number one is knowing your trading range. In our case here, we have this low and this high. This is our trading range. Step number two is identifying all POIs available on the trading range. In our case here, we have one, we have another one here, the second one, we have the third one right here, and the extreme as the fourth one. So in our trading range, we have 4 POIs. Step number 3 is identifying the inducement. The inducement is the first pullback on that trading range. And in our case here, it is this one. This here is the inducement since it is the first pullback on our trading range. Step number 4 is realizing that there can only be a maximum of 2 valid POIs on a trading range. Meaning in our case here, out of all these 4 POIs, only 2 of them are valid. The first one is the decisional POI. It is the first valid POI that comes after, or that comes right after inducement is taken out. After inducement is taken out, the POI that comes, the first POI that comes right after the inducement is taken out, which is this one here, it is the decisional POI, and it is the first valid POI out of all those 4. The second one is the extreme POI. Is the most extreme POI, meaning once price disrespects it, then the price will be looking forward for possible, or we will be looking forward for a possible change in market bias. It is the extreme POI, meaning there is no any other POI below it. Since we are bullish, it is the extreme POI, meaning if price disrespects it, then price will be looking forward to make or to change market bias. Step number 5 is identifying and marking them on our trading range. So the decisional POI obviously is this one because it comes right after the inducement is taken out, and the extreme POI is this one here. So let's mark them. The decisional POI is this one here, and the extreme POI is that one. Step number 6 is identifying the engineering liquidity. The engineering liquidity is the valid pullback that is right before the extreme POI. The valid pullback that is right before the extreme POI. In our case here, the valid pullback that is right before the extreme POI, it is this one here. So let's mark it. This one here is the valid pullback that is right before the extreme POI, and it is called the engineering liquidity. Step number 7 is realizing that all the other POIs available on the trading range, except the decisional POI and the extreme POI, are all SMTs. They are all smart money traps. And so with that being said, in our case here, we will have 2 SMTs in our trading range. Step number 8 is identifying and marking them on the trading range. So apart from the decisional POI and the extreme POI, the left, or the POIs that are left, is this one here and this one here. So these are the SMT on our trading range. We have 2 available SMTs, and so let's mark them. This one here is the first one, and this one here is the second one.